Speaker, I rise today to discuss our national debt. In 2022, Speaker McCarthy unveiled the Commitment to America, which outlines the Republican platform for governing as we took control of the House in the 118th Congress. Through our plan, it is critical we support policies that lead to a strong, healthy economy, fight inflation, and lower the cost of living. We must rein in reckless spending here in Washington and root out waste, fraud, and abuse in government. For the last 2 years, the Biden administration has been left unchecked. Because of their policies, we have seen record-breaking inflation, skyrocketing gas and grocery prices, and increases to daily expenses. Hardworking families are forced to decide between feeding their families or paying the heat and electric bills. These economic hardships are brought on by unrestricted, reckless spending. That irresponsible spending stops now. With $31.4 trillion in national debt, House Republicans are committed to finding a reasonable, practical, and responsible solution to raising the debt ceiling. Just like millions of Americans are forced to make difficult financial decisions to make ends meet, we must finally address out-of-control government spending if we want to put America on a better fiscal path. Mr. Speaker, I've heard from hundreds of my constituents who are concerned about America's checkbook. On December 16, 2021, Congress voted to increase the national borrowing limit to $31.4 trillion, an increase of $2.5 trillion more than the previous allowance. This bill kicked the proverbial can down the road until now, when we are once again faced with raising the federal debt ceiling even further. In recent years, the federal debt has ballooned because of many Biden administration's policies, including the student loan repayment pause and forgiveness, congressional Democrats' multi-trillion-dollar spending spree, and rising interest rates stemming from historic inflation. The first step towards reducing the debt is controlling the annual deficit. To fully address the drivers of the national debt, members of both parties and the President will have to come to an agreement in addressing unchecked mandatory spending and reckless discretionary spending priorities. Mr. Speaker, as part of my commitment to America, I will continue to work to rein in government waste, fraud, and abuse while limiting skyrocketing government program costs and finding solutions on reducing our national debt. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
It is done, friends. New legislation has been passed, and lawmakers have agreed to send out more financial aid to millions of Americans. This relief is supposed to help those that are struggling to pay for necessities like gas, utilities, food, and housing. So if you have received a stimulus check in the past, you may qualify for this extra relief. Dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, I will be giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is make sure you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. In the face of wallet-busting gasoline prices across the state last summer, California Governor Gavin Newsom convened a special session of the state legislature to tax excessive profits of California oil refineries. But since then, prices at the pump have fallen back to their average. But in the meantime, residents of California are getting hammered with the soaring costs of natural gas. Wholesale prices for home heating, water boiling, climate warming commodity rose 63% since October, even while prices nationwide were cut in half. But lower bills may be on the way, with some of the supply chain bottlenecks easing up. Utilities are already promising a steep reduction in prices. The state's Public Utilities Commission voted unanimously to offer Californians some financial relief by speeding up the rollout of an annual bill reducing credit. The California Climate Credit meant to compensate households for higher energy bills that result from the state's emission reducing cap and trade program, had been scheduled to go out in April of this year from the natural gas companies, but the Utility Commission's public advocate sought an emergency order to get the money out this month to cover astronomically high January bills. Now that it's approved, the credit is expected to give customers roughly $50 each. Pacific Gas and Electric, San Diego Gas and Electric, and SoCal Gas all have supported the move. So did state Senate Republicans, who wrote that they are urging the state to send out the credit as quickly as possible. Combined with a similar credit on electricity bills, the Commission estimates a total of $1.3 billion in relief. Commission President Alice Reynolds told reporters this week, natural gas prices throughout the West have risen to alarming levels this winter. Advancing the California Climate Credit will provide immediate relief to California families who are struggling to pay their bills, while we examine this critical issue and explore longer-term solutions to volatile natural gas prices. The Utilities Commission is set for a broader discussion on natural gas prices next Tuesday, though some consumer advocates are calling for an investigation into possible market manipulation. But analysts at the Federal Energy Information Administration laid the blame on supply and demand. High natural gas prices cast painful economic ripples. Much of the power that California uses during peak hours come from gas-powered plants. That means higher natural gas prices might also be spilling over onto your electricity bill. In a new poll from the Public Policy Institute of California, 6 in 10 residents of California say that recent price increases have caused financial hardships for their families. According to AAA, gas prices are expected to continue easing, although modestly unless something shocks the market. AAA spokesperson Andrew Gross told Fox News that prices at the pump have fallen every day for a week now, though the dip has been light. He also projected that will continue in the near term, given the fact that the global price of oil is back in the mid-70s. As of Friday, the national average price for a regular gallon of gasoline is sitting at $3.49, which is a few cents higher than 1 year ago. But still, prices are still much lower than they were last summer, when they reached an all-time high of $5.02 per gallon on June 14th. Now, some Democratic lawmakers are proposing a possible solution, such as direct rebate payments to Americans. In 2022, 3 congressional leaders have proposed $100 energy rebate payments that would be sent to Americans during any month where the national average gas price was higher than $4 per gallon. The bill was called the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, and it was proposed by Representatives Mike Thompson, John Larson, and Lauren Underwood. Other Washington Democrats have issued proposals. Representative Ro Khanna of California and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island have all suggested raising taxes on big oil companies and paying rebates of roughly $240 per year for single filers and $360 per year to joint filers. Representative Peter DeFazio, who's a Democrat from Oregon, has also proposed a bill that would tax oil companies and provide rebates to consumers. So, dear friends, please let me know in the comment section below, what is the price of gas in your state? Well, my beautiful and most magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. My friends, thank you so much for being part of this community and for joining me here every day. I will be announcing 2 winners for the $75 Walmart gift card this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you and have a very wonderful and very blessed weekend.